Hey everyone, in today's video I'll be taking about the likelihood of TWICE disbanding this year, 2022. This October marks TWICE's 7th anniversary as well as the end of their individual contracts with JYP. I'll start this video off going through each individual member's chances of resigning and then talk about the group as a whole. Just a disclaimer. This video is 100% speculation and solely based off information that is known to the public or that has been observed by onces. There could be so much behind the scenes that we don't know about impacting their decisions to resign or not. I also may not mention everything in this video simply because I forgot to include it or just don't know about it. Also, when I refer to JYP in this video, I am referring to the company and not the person. Now let's get into the video. Let's start off with Nayeon. From what I can tell, she's had a positive experience under JYP. She definitely gets to shine in TWICE and seems to be treated well. Of course we can never really know, but that's what I can tell. Recently she's had opportunities to model for magazines and to be an ambassador for Louis Vuitton. The only negative thing I can think of is her issue with her stalker. I will not go into detail about that, but she could find issue with JYP's handling of the issue. Aside from that though, overall I'd say her chances of re-signing seem to be high. Now moving on to Jeongyeon. Jeongyeon is definitely the member who is most likely to not re-sign with JYP. Luckily, JYP has afforded her with the ability to go on hiatus occasionally since 2020. In my opinion, this is the bare minimum, but I recognize this is a rare thing in the K-pop industry. With that said though, while she's been able to take hiatuses, I'm not sure if she's been able to take them for as long as she needs. Considering how she didn't attend some promotions for TWICE in 2021 and didn't participate in the dance sections of a few of their music videos this past year. I don't know if she was ready to participate in their alcohol-free and scientist promotions or if she was made to. Furthermore, before she took her first hiatus in 2020, she had a serious neck injury while promoting More and More. It's unknown whether she wanted to promote during that time, and I do worry that she shouldn't have promoted then and that it caused further damage. Additionally, she has been vocal about her desire to act in dramas and JYP's denial of it. Most recently, she wanted to do a cameo in her sister's drama, which she was offered. But JYP did not allow her to participate in it. She's also talked about wanting to produce a song but hasn't been able to yet, and I'm not sure if JYP is rejecting her songs, which he has done with members of GOT7, or she just hasn't gotten around to writing them yet. Lastly, she's been vocal about the stress their overworking has caused her in the past. All these factors make it seem unlikely that Jeongyeon would renew with JYP. I'd say Momo has had a positive experience at JYP. I think she's been able to shine as TWICE's main dancer. She was able to star in a Japanese singer's music video early in 2021. The only issue I think for Momo is that JYP has not let her start her own YouTube channel or an Instagram for her dogs. It's honestly such a shame that Momo isn't afforded the chance to show her creativity as an individual apart from TWICE, and I hope JYP changes their mind about that in the future. Aside from that, I'd say her chances of signing with JYP are high. I'd say Sana has also had a positive experience at JYP. She's been able to host the Nizi project as well as recently model for magazines and be an ambassador for Prada, as well as APU with Daehyun. In early 2021, she also collaborated with a Japanese band by being in their music video and also releasing a cover of their song. Overall, I'd say her chances of signing with JYP are high. I think Jihyo has had a positive experience at JYP. As the leader and main vocal of TWICE, she's had a lot of responsibilities and has handled them well. She has been able to do solo work as an ambassador for Under Armour and has gotten solo modeling opportunities. I'd say she has a high likelihood of re-signing, especially as the leader. She takes that role very seriously, and I think she would re-sign with JYP in order to stay very involved with Twice's future. I think Mina has had a positive experience at JYP. Though she's had to take a hiatus for personal issues, she was allowed to take it, and I believe the hiatus was good for her. Mina hasn't had as many opportunities to model for brands or collaborate with Japanese artists, but that also could be due to her own choice. I think she would re-sign. I think Daehyun has had a positive experience at JYP. She has gotten to be MC of shows like Weekly Idol and also is an ambassador of AP with Sana. She's been able to write music, and I think she is content with her activities at the moment. I think she would re-sign. I think Chaeyoung would re-sign. She seems to be happy with her experience under JYP. I do think that she probably wishes to show more of her rapper side and get to write her own raps more as the image she showed on 16 and occasionally, since their debut isn't really shown as a member of Twice. She also always has to cover up her tattoos with long clothing, makeup, or stickers, which I don't think she should have to do. Those issues might impact her decision, but ultimately I think she'll re-sign. I'd say after Jeongyeon, Tzuyu is another member who might not re-sign. First and foremost, her flag scandal was totally unfair, and JYP's handling of the issue I believe was completely inappropriate for a 16-year-old girl. Furthermore, despite being the visual, she has not had as many opportunities to model solo like many of the other members. She hasn't had many solo activities and is not a brand ambassador. She also does not get to show her Taiwanese side as frequently as the Japanese members do. Lastly, she has also stated that she has tried writing songs for Twice, but JYP has rejected them. She is the only member who has not written a song, aside from their group-written song 2129. I know this was an issue with GOT7 as JYP would often reject song he believed did not fit GOT7's image, so it could also be an issue with Tzuyu. These issues may impact her decision to re-sign if she feels she's not reaching her full potential under JYP. Now that I've discussed each individual member's likely stance, I do think they will all re-sign. As Twice is one of the biggest K-pop groups ever and is JYP's biggest asset, they have the upper hand when it comes to contract negotiations. Any issues the members have had they can bring up and hopefully resolve. Especially with GOT7 leaving JYP but choosing to stay a group. The risk of losing Twice for JYP is high and not something they would want to do. Ultimately, a member or two may choose to not re-sign with JYP, and if that were the case, I believe Twice would still be managed as a group by JYP, but those members would be managed as individuals by another company. This is similar to a Pink's Nayeon and Mamamoo's Hyun leaving their respective companies but their groups still promoting with all members. I find it unlikely that all of Twice would leave and go to another company. I also find it unlikely that Twice would disband, as the members have expressed wanting to stay as a group for as long as possible. So my final prediction is, Twice will not disband this year or anytime in the near future. They will all most likely stay under JYP, and if a member or two leaves, they will still promote as one 9-member group. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.